Good morning. My name is Marcus Solar. I'm one of the annuity directors here at Insurance Agency Marketing Services. I do appreciate you taking some time to log in and listen to us this morning on some different bucket strategies, income strategies with a twist with one of our strategic partners, Nassau Re. And we have the privilege of having Jake Quigley-Rowley on the line with us this morning with Nassau. And we're going to walk through some different key strategies with regards to the income and the bucket strategies this morning. We're going to be covering a lot of different information. So if you do have questions, we do ask that you do ask those questions in the box below. We will try to answer those as we go through. We would like to make this more of a discussion type webinar this morning, so feel free to throw your questions out there, and we will try to, like I said, address those as we go through. Again, my name is Marcus Solar. Insurance Agency Marketing Services has been in the business for over 30 years, helping advisors like yourself grow your practice. I'm going to touch on a few of the value adds we bring to the table to help you do that and enhance your practice on an ongoing basis before we get into the main topic this morning. We do that through our new producer builder program. It is a way for us to say thank you and welcome aboard to Insurance Agency Marketing Services. It is based on fixed indexed annuity premium or single premium life premium that comes through the door. It is good for the first 6 months you are on board with us. You can choose anything from the $100,000 level, either $750 cash back in your pocket or a 1,500 piece postcard mailer that we send out on your behalf to help keep your pipeline full, all the way to the $1 million level where we can do some core story brand builder. You get published in major network outlets like ABC, Fox News, NBC, CNBC, or we can help you with some preset, pre-qualified appointments, 8 to 10 of them. Again, getting you in front of those high net worth clients to help keep your pipeline full. Again, a way for us to say thank you. We look forward to a long and a very strong partnership together, and welcome aboard to the family. We also understand that it does take a lot to run your business on a continuing basis. We have several different programs in place to help offset those continuing costs that you do incur each and every day. We do have the marketing reimbursement, which is very popular amongst our producers. We pay $100 in marketing reimbursement for every $100,000 in indexed annuity premium that you do right through our organization. $200 for every $100,000 in single premium life, and $200 for every $10,000 in target life premium. Again, it is offset for any expenditures that you have within your practice on an ongoing basis. We like to share in those costs. We also have the referral producer program. As we help you grow your agency and help you succeed, if you know of any other producers out there that would like the same treatment or would like to grow their agency as well, if you refer them to us, we give you a override for any business they write on an ongoing basis based on the numbers on the screen. And that program runs as long as they continue to write business through Insurance Agency Marketing Services. We do have some of the best back office support in the business. We try to take some of that off of your plate so you can continue to do what you do best, which is stay in front of prospects and clients alike and continue to write business. We do have some of the best building tools and resources. We have some of the best, I believe, in the industry, life and annuity sales directors here in our office that we can help you out with case design. We can help you out with quotes on the life and annuity side, expertise and coaching. As far as contracting goes, we do have paperless contracting, which saves you time and money. And then when it comes to submission of your application, we do have the Firelight system, which I will get into in a moment, which is our e-application platform, which is a seamless process, eliminates a lot of errors, which gets you policies back in your hands much quicker and paid much quicker as far as commissions as well. So again, the back office support here is elite. The relationships we build with our partners out in the field are top shelf. And one other item I'd like to touch base on is our president and CEO, Steve Murray, has made a promise to the field. We have a 2-ring challenge here in the office. We do realize that if it wasn't for you in the field working and doing what you do, it wouldn't be for us here in the office. So we do promise to answer the phone within 2 rings as you call in the office here each and every day. We do not have voicemail. And we do understand the importance of the advisor in the field. So every time you call in the office, we do promise to answer that phone live within 2 rings and be here when you need us the most. Again, we do offer the Firelight system. Firelight system does offer several different carriers on that platform. Nassau being one of those carriers, which does allow the electronic application. Again, this will eliminate a lot of errors or unnecessary trips back to your client to get initials, which ultimately will get your applications processed quicker, transfer forms out much quicker, and your policy back in your hands so you can deliver those to your clients. On a side note right now, and Jake will touch base on this later, as far as Nassau goes, I know there are some service issues out there in the industry right now, but Nassau is running between 15 and 18 days from application going in the office to policy getting back out in your hands. So they are one of the best companies out there as far as getting business processed and the policy back out in your client's hands and wrapped up for you and your client at that point in time. So the Firelight system is a tremendous tool for you to have at your fingertips through our organization. If you have any questions on this, you can certainly reach out to anyone in our office and we'll be able to answer any questions for you on the Firelight system. As far as creative marketing solutions, the engagement tools that you use each and every day, we do have one of the strongest marketing teams here in our organization. If you have any questions on this, you can certainly reach out to any of the annuity life sales directors. We'll be able to touch base on what we can do to help you grow your agency no matter where you are. Whether you're just getting into the business and you're looking for help with a logo or website, or if you've been in the industry for many years and you're looking at revamping your logo or doing some green screen advertising, we can certainly meet you at the level that you're at and help you achieve the next level of success. So if you're looking at doing online marketing, if you're looking at doing full customizable branding and materials or print materials, we can certainly help you achieve that next level. Please give us a call. We'll be more than happy to talk through the options and what is available for you based on your production. We do have the IMS website. Again, when you call into the office, we do have that 2-ring challenge. But when we are not here in the office, we do make available www.imsinc.com. This website does have some tremendous tools available to our advisors. You can pull forms directly off the website itself. It does have life insurance and annuity quoting software out there. It has rates out there, both on the index and multi-year guarantee side, so you can pull up the latest rates available for you and your clients. It has long-term care product grid as well. But one of the strongest tools out available on the website itself is our sales resource library, which will allow you to pull some presentation materials based on probably 120 different topics in case you get into a pinch over the weekend and you have a presentation coming up for a client. You can go out there and review several different presentations available on the website and implement those in your presentation if we are not here in the office to assist you. Again, I would invite you all to go out and spend some time, take a look at the sales resource library. It is an incredible tool for our advisors to help them grow their practice. And if you have any questions on that, you can certainly give us a call and we'll be able to answer any questions for you on that specific tool. If you are considering getting or taking a look at getting your Series 65 question or your Series 65 license to improve your client retention, increase your revenue, and strengthen those relationships with your current clients and gather more clients down the road without passing that business on to possibly your competition, you can certainly consider reaching out to IMS Wealth Management. Well, IMS Wealth Management will help you take a look at the Series 65, answer any questions for you on that license, and to help you get that license itself. If you have any questions on that, you can either reach out to Mike Hansen or Charles Hearing Jr. in our IMS Wealth Management division, and they would be more than happy to answer any questions for you specifically on this Series 65 license. We do have the Life and Annuity Academy. We do have one more event coming up here, November 2nd through the 4th. It is going to be held in conjunction with Athene in Des Moines, Iowa. What we're going to be doing is bringing in 2 to 4 of our top producers. These top producers do anywhere from $8 to $12 million a year. They're going to be sharing their entire sales process from start to finish, what they do from a prospecting standpoint, what their sales process looks like, what they do from an office standpoint, how they continually follow up with their clients. There really is no stone unturned at that point in time as far as their process and how they run their business. They share all of that with you. We're going to be talking about life marketing sales tips. We're going to be talking about advanced annuity sales topics. We're going to be talking about retirement income planning software tools. All of this is going to be paid for by Athene and Insurance Agency Marketing Services. What we're looking for is advisors that have already done $1 million in production this year and have proof of that production and are looking to significantly grow their business going into next year. If that is you and you would like to be considered for this next trip, which is going to be, again, November 2nd through the 4th in conjunction with Athene, please give our office a call. I would love to get you on the list and have you considered for that up and coming trip, which is just right around the corner. Again, you can reach our sales directors at 800-255-5055. If you follow social media, Facebook, LinkedIn, we do try to update these on a daily basis with trends within the industry, what we see coming up, sales topics, sales tools. Please join us, click, follow us. We'd love to have you join the family on these 2 social media platforms. If you have any questions on this, you can certainly reach out to our marketing team or any of the life and annuity directors, and we can certainly help you get on the flow of the Facebook or LinkedIn social media platforms. At this point in time, what I'd like to do is go ahead and turn it over to Jake. Again, NASA is a strategic and very important partner of Insurance Agency Marketing Services. We're going to be walking through several different strategies around bucket strategies, accumulation strategies, and income strategies today with their platform of products. They're very, very strong on the income side today. They are in the top 3 as far as income, and probably one of the top as far as accumulation from a bucket strategy as well. So again, Jake, I do appreciate you taking time to join us today on the webinar. And at this point in time, I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to you.
Awesome, Marcus. Well, I appreciate the introduction. I appreciate everything that you do yourself and insurance agency marketing to continue to move the industry forward. For those of you that are not familiar with IMS Insurance Agency Marketing, what an overall value proposition that they provide. And hopefully you saw that over the last several slides. We are, as Marcus mentioned, a carrier that has a strategic partnership with IMS. I think a lot of core values that insurance agency marketing brings to the table are something that we find obviously very appealing overall in the industry as well. So without further ado, if you've seen me present in the past, you're going to see some sales strategies to again, hopefully the reason that you responded to this is see different ways and ideas that we can look at, to steal Marcus's phrase, locking in an individual's lifestyle today. What we're seeing right now is a ton of market volatility. If you've had a chance to look at the markets today, we're down another 1.5%, 2% across the board. So it has been a pretty substantial drawback here over the last couple weeks. We have a great opportunity, though, to really, again, help those clients understand how we can protect and ensure the lifestyle they want to live throughout their retirement days. Before we go in depth in terms of some of these sales strategies and learning about the products behind these sales strategies, I want to take a couple minutes to talk a little bit about Nassau. You see the boat building there in downtown Hartford, Connecticut, U.S. domiciled company with offices in Connecticut as well as New York. Over the last several years, since the acquisition by Nassau in 2016, we have made or gone through a significant transformation overall as a company. I like to use the phrase sort of strength in numbers when you think about who Nassau is and what the value proposition as a carrier, as a product manufacturer, we bring to the table. And again, that's the overall concept of strength in numbers. You can see we've been around since 1851, keeping our promises to your clients and prospects that you work with for over 170 years. Over 400,000 policies in force, $20 billion in assets under management. But to me, the other strong strength in number is 2 and 3. And what do I mean by 2 and 3? Since the Nassau acquisition, we have received 2 AM Best upgrades in the last 3 years. We are very well positioned. If you look at the financial strength of the company, 106% solvency ratio, RBC ratio pushing 500%, to continue to receive those AM Best upgrades. And we anticipate being back into the A category, which is the next step up in the very, very near future. Marcus hinted at it a few minutes ago. When you think about strength in numbers, one of the other things we are extremely proud of, and you're going to see us working under the tagline of working hard to be your carrier of choice. And what we mean by that is trying to put more efficiencies back into your business, not being a drag or slowing down or creating extra headaches. We all know the challenges that we have across the industry today. When you look at Nassau from an operational standpoint, our EAP utilization is actually approaching 80%. That is a platform that over the last year and a half, we have made over 100 enhancements to our EAP platform. We've done that based off of the feedback of our elite producers, the marketing organizations that we work with, ways that we can enhance the platform, again, to put more efficiencies back into your business. What that allows us to do is, you see, Marcus mentioned, our average turnaround time from receiving a piece of business to issue is 18 days. Obviously, there's a little variance there. Cash with apps, you're going to see 48 to 72 hours. Transfers are going to be a little longer than that, and obviously going to be impacted by how quickly the money moves. But when you take the entire block of Nassau sales, our average turnaround time to issue is 18 business days. We will continue to work hard to deliver on those performances. And in fact, last year we launched our Suitability Instant Decision Guarantee tool. This, as in the environment that we're in today, to me, been a game changer for those advisors that have gotten comfortable using this tool. Think of this as a green light, yellow light tool. You go in advance of the Firelight e-application platform. You're going to input 3 to 5 minutes of information that you would have to put in on the suitability form anyways. You put in that 3 to 5 minutes of information, and right now we are sitting at roughly 74, 75% automatic green light, meaning your case has already been approved. You click a button saying you want to continue to move forward. We're going to transfer all that information that you've already put into the eApp platform, and you've just got to complete that app knowing that that case has already been approved. For those other 20 to 25% of applications that don't get that auto green light, doesn't mean that the case is being declined. Just means that something didn't line up with the algorithm that's been developed over the last couple of years of data. We want one of our suitability processors to put their eyes on it in order to get that approval. Right now, my suitability decline rate sits at less than 1.3% on a monthly basis. So again, we are extremely proud of the operational platform that we've built, and we're going to continue to look at executing on those platforms to continue to help provide the solutions that we're going to talk about here in another few minutes. One other quick program I want to talk about before we get into the sales strategies is the Nassau Elite program. Our way of thanking you of working with Nassau through insurance agency marketing. You're going to have the opportunity to qualify for 3 great value adds back into your business. To become Nassau Elite requires only $1.75 million in calendar year FIA sales. Let me repeat that. $1.75 million will qualify you for our Nassau Elite program. What is Nassau Elite? First and foremost, you're going to receive a compensation bonus. Your first year qualifying for Nassau Elite, we're going to pay a 50 basis point retro to $1 bonus on your entire block of sales for that year. Every consecutive year you qualify thereafter, that bonus is going to be 75 basis points. You can see last year, 2021, we paid over $2.6 million in additional compensation through the Nassau Elite program. On top of that, you're going to get elite level service. We've already talked about the service advantages Nassau provides today. But by becoming Nassau Elite, we're going to assign you a dedicated new business and dedicated post-service case manager. I'd love to say that nothing breaks inside of Nassau, but from time to time we are going to have service challenges, or we're going to have an escalated issue on your end. Wouldn't it be great to know that you have one specific person, either pre or post issue, that you could reach out to, let them know the problem, and they can go to work for you. You can move on to other things that ring the cash register for your office, knowing that you're going to get a follow-up call from your dedicated service member. Last but not least, if you're one of our top 50 producers, you and a guest will join us at the Cove in Bahamas in April of 2023 as part of our annual Elite Retreat program. Now you might think, okay, $1.75 million to qualify, top 50, maybe that's a little bit out of my range. I will let you know the number 50 qualifier back in 2021 did $1.9 million in FIA sales. Now we are trending a little bit higher than that this year, so a little bit more than that $1.9 million. But again, it's not like it's sitting out there at 10, 11, 15 million to be one of those top 50 producers. Take advantage of this very attainable program. Compensation, service, elite retreat, spending time with other top producers, Nassau management, while you're to celebrate your successes and allow you to sort of recharge that battery, if you will. Again, our way of thanking you for working with Nassau through insurance agency marketing. But now let's begin the transition. We really want to talk about these sales strategies. As I mentioned, we are in a very unique, very challenging market. And as Marcus and I were talking prior to the call, I think if you did a poll of industry experts, we don't see things changing that much for the better over the next 3-4 months. So how can we help lock in that lifestyle? There's got to be consumers out there today that maybe, at the end of last year, mid this year, they said, okay, I know there's a lot of volatility, but hey, this bucket of assets has sort of replenished itself. I've got enough to live throughout my retirement days. There's got to be a lot of consumers out there, retirees, those approaching retirement age, that are sitting there now saying, all right, if this bear market continues for an extended period of time and I need to start withdrawing assets, am I going to have enough? And the great thing with the Nassau portfolio that Marcus mentioned as well, depending on what the biggest risk and concern a client or prospect that you're working with, at Nassau, we've sort of developed a portfolio that gives you a 4-corner offense. Depending on what that biggest risk or concern is, we can design or put together a retirement plan to maximize benefits in those areas. If it's income, you've got an industry leader with the Nassau Personal Income Annuity. I'm going to show you a couple sales strategies, product positioning ideas that really separate this product from the competition. Maybe the client's looking for income, but they also have critical care type concerns. But they don't have the assets or the health to qualify for products that provide that type of coverage. The Nassau Personal Protection Choice is going to be a product that can provide those types of solutions. But one other income solution that we can talk about today, and we're going to do that because I think it's going to be a continued sort of pressure on us overall, is accumulation. with sort of the inverted yield curve, with the increasing rates that we continue to see on the short-term vehicles. We have a lot of consumers, a lot of advisors that I talk with are looking at multi-year guaranteed annuities as opposed to FIA. I want to show you a sales strategy as well as an income sales strategy where we can leverage an FIA accumulation-based product as well as a MIGA. Because although MIGA rates are substantially higher than they have been, you're seeing rates approaching 5%. What we also know is we have an opportunity to buy into some of these indexes. I think at last math I did with the NASDAQ sitting at about 10.8, it's down 35% from its all-time high. So we've got a great opportunity for clients to really maximize their accumulation potential inside of some of these indexes. So let's begin the process. And in order to look at some of these sales strategies, right, we've got to understand the product behind the opportunity that's there. Income is going to be a big issue. We are seeing a transition back to guarantees. We sort of evolved as an industry over the last 10 years. We used to be purely, guaranteed income, maximum income, all the potential that you have there. Then we transitioned with this 10, 11, 12-year bull market run we recently are coming off of the end, and carriers and advisors and clients were looking for strategies that could give you equity-like returns inside of the FIA umbrella. Well, what we're seeing over the last 6-9 months with the increased market volatility, uncertainty, is a shift back to talking about guarantees. Nassau Personal Income Annuity is an industry leader in the guaranteed lifetime income space. You can see high-level product we issue through the max issue age of 80, up to $1 million without prior home office approval. A couple differentiators: the ability to do payouts on both qualified, non-qualified assets, the ability to do joint payouts on both qualified and non-qualified assets. Not only that, flexibility. Your client has access to cash 2 different ways. The ability to activate their guaranteed lifetime income rider as soon as 30 days after issue, or access to up to 10% penalty free based on the account value as soon as 30 days after issue. A lot of flexibility, a lot of customization inside the personal income annuity. But as the name of the product says, this is really a contract that was designed for a client who knows they need to take a bucket of assets to provide a guaranteed annual income stream that they can never outlive. And once you've uncovered that that's the goal or need for a specific bucket of assets, the only question you have to ask at that point in time is when. When are we looking to make the transition from the accumulation to the distribution phase? If it's within the first 3 years after issue, you're going to elect our Income Today rider, a rider that's going to give your client an immediate 30% bonus to their income account. If they defer activating that guaranteed lifetime income rider 1 year, at the end of the first contract anniversary, Nassau is going to add another 7.5% bonus on top of that 30% benefit-based bonus. And if they defer 2 years or 24 months, Nassau is going to add another 7.5% bonus, giving that client a full 45% bonus to their income account. Think about the power there. We talked about NASDAQ being down about 35%, S&P being down about 25%. In another slide or two, I'm going to show you a concept that can really potentially impact a client from an income perspective as well as a taxation perspective. We're offsetting some of these market losses, but we're offsetting it from an income perspective, not from a growth perspective. If the client had a little longer time horizon, but again, was concerned about ongoing market volatility, ongoing losses, not wanting to have that bucket of assets that needs to provide an income reducing down to a level where they're no longer able to maintain the lifestyle they want to live, that's where you're going to elect the Income Tomorrow rider. For every single contract year that your client defers taking income, Nassau is going to grow their benefit base or income account at a guaranteed 14% simple per year. Not only do you have these industry-leading benefit-based bonuses and roll-ups, about 2 weeks ago, we increased the payout factors across the board with our Nassau Personal Income Annuity. You can see with the Income Today rider, we had increased incomes now year to date as high as almost 18%. With our Income Tomorrow rider, increased payout factors by as much as 26%. We're trying to help squeeze every single penny that we can and put that into your clients' pockets to help them maintain the lifestyle they want to, again, live throughout their retirement days. Product comes with a very simplistic, straightforward one-page illustration, side-by-side comparison of the income today, income tomorrow rider. But now let's look at a couple sales strategies as it relates to the personal income annuity. And first one I want to do is looking at a way that you can leverage this product to really minimize the client's tax liability. So let's say you're talking with a client or prospect. They had a $150,000 account, and they're looking at you saying, look, I need this to supplement Social Security. I need this to provide an income stream that I can never outlive. You started talking to them 2 weeks ago. Today, and now this is an understatement, we have a 15% market correction. That $150,000 now sits at $127,500. It's really expedited their speed of wanting to move this sale along. The strength of the Nassau product with a client who needs to start receiving income immediately. You can see we now have a cost basis. We move that asset into the Nassau personal income annuity. We have a cost basis or account value of $127,500. But electing that income today rider and that 30% bonus, which again only applies to the GMWB benefit base, it is not a dollar amount that the client could surrender the contract and receive that 30% bonus. In other words, it's not impacting their cost basis. If they were to activate income immediately within the first 12 months, that income would be based off of that $165,760 guaranteed. But from a withdrawal perspective, their cost basis or tax liability is going to be based off of that $127,500. Now, again, it's going to vary if it's qualified assets, non-qualified assets, but we know that 30% bonus is not impacting the overall potential tax liability. We're replacing some of the market losses that they've experienced, but that bucket is only going in to that guaranteed lifetime income. And same with the income tomorrow strategy. After 5 years, you see we have a GMWB benefit base that's been growing at 14% per year. That sits now at a guaranteed $216,750. But the cost basis or tax liability to your client is at $127,500. Now, I'm sure it's potentially grown a little bit over those 5 years, but maybe that sits at $140,000. That's their tax cost basis liability as opposed to that $216,000, which is used to calculate that guaranteed lifetime annual income stream. Now let's take it a step further and let's look at ways that we can maximize the already industry-leading guaranteed lifetime income. Today, the old adage is if you withdraw 4% of your retirement savings, there's a 70% chance that you won't outlive that income. If you had a $105,000 account, a 4% withdrawal would give you $4,200 in guaranteed lifetime income. Industry experts say, instead of withdrawing 4%, what we need to do is reduce that failure rate. So in order to do that, we need to reduce our withdrawal rate down to 2.8%, or roughly $2,900 to your client annually. Now, if we do that, there's still roughly a 10% failure rate that client's going to outlive those assets. And we all know over the last couple weeks, couple months, those numbers are probably less in favor of our client. With personal income annuity, taking advantage of that immediate 30% bonus, we can lock in a guaranteed 6.7% withdrawal rate, or roughly $6,695 in guaranteed annual lifetime income to your client. That's just off of a $100,000 deposit. But let's find a way to squeeze out even more. 68-year-old client, again, $100,000 deposit. Instead of activating that $66.95 immediately, having your client leave those two additional 7.5% benefit-based bonuses off the table, what we're going to do is use the flexibility of the product, the ability to withdraw 10% penalty-free as soon as 30 days after issue. And we're going to withdraw $6,932 for the first 2 years. Now, why we would take that withdrawal, yes, we're reducing our benefit base down by that withdrawal. But remember, we're also offsetting some of that withdrawal with those 2 additional 7.5% bonuses that pay at the end of the first and second contract anniversary. Then after that 24th month, we activate the lifetime income rider and we lock in all of this on a guaranteed basis, almost a 7% withdrawal rate of $6,932, and we now have a 100% chance that our client will not outlive that income. That's the power of the Nassau Personal Income Annuity. We were able to squeeze out an additional 3.5% in guaranteed annual lifetime income above the already industry-leading $66.95 if we had just activated that rider up front. What's another concern in today's marketplace, though? Inflationary pressures. Cost of living seems to be increasing, and it's hard to see where that's going to adjust and go the other way. So here we've got a 67-year-old client. Again, $100,000 deposit. But they have a need for income immediately. Instead of activating the rider right away, what we're going to do is build in an inflationary hedge and do it on a guaranteed basis. So our client, the first couple years, is going to withdraw $6,500. Third and fourth contract year, they're going to withdraw $7,000. Now, again, why they're doing that, our benefit base is being reduced for the withdrawal that's coming out, but it's being replenished by that industry-leading 14% simple roll-up. Then, in the fifth contract year, we activate that guaranteed lifetime income rider, and we have another step up where now we lock in an almost guaranteed $7,500 in annual lifetime income to this client. A lot of different ways that you can really, again, hedge against volatility, hedge against cost of living increases, and do it on a guaranteed basis. What we used to see over the last couple years is instead of doing these types of products, what we're going to do is we're going to focus on an accumulation-based product. And we're going to take a penalty-free withdrawal, and our goal is over time, we're going to see growth, and we're going to be able to step up that income. Now, we can still do that. We can do a blend of these products, but I think what we're seeing, again, is with market volatility, there's a lot more concern from a consumer perspective. Here's a great way we can provide this type of protection on a guaranteed basis. Now, I'm not going to spend a lot of time with the personal protection choice. I want to keep us moving through and focus on a couple other sales strategies here as we look at accumulation-based growth. But I do want to highlight the personal protection choice, our sort of what I'll call our Swiss Army knife product in the portfolio. A product that provides a competitive guaranteed lifetime income with, again, our income today, income tomorrow rider, a nursing home enhancement that's going to increase the client's income, as well as legacy protection. About 2 weeks ago, so September 12th, we increased the payout factors as much as 24% with the Nassau Personal Protection Choice. So again, you're able to provide more protection. You're able to provide more income as we continue to monitor the interest rate environment, the guaranteed environment, and provide those benefits back to you to provide back to your clients. Not only does that up to 24% enhancement to the ABA payout factors increase guaranteed lifetime income and impact it pretty substantially overall, but that's also going to impact the nursing home and in-home care enhancement that you're able to provide your client as well. If your client were to go into a nursing home, Nassau is going to enhance that guaranteed lifetime income that they're receiving by up to 250%. If they're not able to fulfill 2 of 6 ADLs, need in-home care, we're going to enhance that guaranteed income that your client's receiving by up to 175%. We're going to pay that enhanced income directly to your client, and we're going to pay it for up to 5 years as long as they continue to qualify, even if the account value is depleted to zero. And the great team at IAMS is able to put together, Insurance Agency Marketing is able to put together a customized illustration for you, showing the guaranteed benefits of not only the income today, income tomorrow, but this care protection enhancement or our family protection, our lump sum death benefit that works as legacy protection. So you've covered several different risks and concerns a client might have inside of one product without any underwriting that you're typically used to with products that provide these types of benefits. So let's keep the story moving forward. One of the things that we're seeing a significant increase in sales overall from an industry perspective is the multi-year guaranteed annuity contract. Obviously, with rates approaching 5%, there is a much broader set of eyes looking at these types of products. You can see at Nassau currently rates, again, effective as of September 1, with our 4-year simple annuity, a product that offers full account value at death and 5% liquidity, has a very strong, one of the best in the industry, 4.35% guaranteed rate. With our 5-year My Annuity, you can see we have a strong 4.55% for our RMD only withdrawal feature, or for a client looking for a little bit more liquidity, we can up that to 10% penalty free, offering up to a 4.35% rate. So strong multi-year guaranteed annuity options. But what a lot of advisors that I speak with, they want to find a way to take advantage with these types of rates, but not have it be the main focus of their overall sales. We know with these guaranteed products, CD replacement type contracts, it's a great opportunity to capture sales. It's a great opportunity to capture eyes of clients. But how do we also continue to sell the opportunity that we have with the FIA product? And this is where we can look at a blend of contracts, a blend of strategies. And we're going to leverage our Nassau Growth Annuity, our accumulation-based product, a product that we issue up through the max age of 85, again, available both qualified, non-qualified assets. The strength of this contract, though, again, the flexibility and customization. Nassau Growth Annuity available on both a 7 and 10-year surrender charge schedule. 10% penalty-free available as soon as 30 days after issue. So access to cash, which in this environment that we're in today is important to clients. Customization, fee and no fee strategies. And I'm going to show you a slide. I'm going to argue that now is the perfect time to be talking about fee-based crediting strategies. You're coming in, again, buying in additional par rates for the client at a period of time when the markets are significantly depressed off their all-time highs. If we can increase that par rate, maximize that upside, because remember, the history of the market show that in the first 18 months during a recovery is generally when we see north of 80% of overall returns. So if we can capture the upside early on and maximize that par rate, knowing that we also have a return of fee feature that's built into every Nassau Growth Annuity. And what that says is at the end of contract duration or death, if that fee, that enhanced fee opportunity, ended up chipping away at the principal, meaning we've gone through an extended period of flat to down markets, Nassau is going to true it up and make sure the client's account never goes backwards based on that fee trying to maximize accumulation opportunity. Not going to spend a ton of time on this. I really, again, want to look at a couple sales strategies and have the opportunity at the end of the presentation to, again, have some ongoing conversation or talking through with Marcus some other opportunities in terms of how you're leveraging the product. But the strength in this contract is the broad, sort of straight, streamlined accumulation story. You don't have 132 different indexes to allocate. You've got the opportunity to elect between 3 different index strategies. We're giving you 2 of the blue chip indices, S&P 500, and then a pure NASDAQ index, a NASDAQ 100. You've got the ability to allocate between both 1 and 2 year crediting strategies with these 2 sort of, again, blue chip indices out there. In addition to that, we have our volatility control strategy, our Smart Passage Index. It's an index that's comprised of the 200 least volatile stocks inside of the S&P 500. The real differentiator that you have with the Smart Passage Index, though, is that it comes with a 16.5% volatility target. When you think industry average from a vol standpoint is 4, 5, 6%, you're getting 3-4 times the access to the index that it's tracking with the Smart Passage Index. And when do vol control indices generally tend to outperform? They tend to outperform in bull market, less volatile markets. Obviously, right now, we're not in one of those periods. But once we get through this sort of tumultuous time and we start seeing the recovery, there's a real opportunity being at these depressed values to really maximize that growth opportunity. At the same time, knowing that you have 2 great complementary indices. S&P 500, again, blue chip companies in there. NASDAQ 100, more tech-heavy, tech-based, higher upside opportunity, but obviously higher volatility. Again, knowing that we're inside the FIA, we've got that principal protection. But let's look at a couple other income strategies that we have. Within the Nassau Growth Annuity, yes, you have access to 10% as soon as 30 days after issue, and we could use that as a way to create an ongoing income stream. Adjust our withdrawal rate based on the accumulation growth that we experience in the contract to supplement income for that client. But you also have two optional income riders. Our amplified income, which is a low-cost rider, 25 basis points. For that 25 basis points, we're going to attach a benefit base that grows at 150% of index credits. Or you can elect the amplified income plus rider. If you elect that rider, you see the cost for that rider is 95 basis points. We're going to grow the benefit base at a guaranteed 3% simple per year plus 150% of index credits. With each one of these two riders, you have the opportunity to do a steady income, meaning once income is activated, that income amount is locked in for life. Or a rising income opportunity where you're getting a little less upfront, but we're going to continue to grow the benefit base at 150% of index credits, giving us, again, sort of that inflationary hedge. So let's look at an alternative income strategy. I'm having more producers that were really FIA focused selling MYGA products for the first time in a long time. And as we mentioned a couple minutes ago, right, wrong, and different, we all know that there's substantially less from a compensation standpoint inside of the MYGA. So how do we create an income opportunity while also taking advantage of the marketplace and environment that we're in? So here you can see we've got a 69-year-old client. Client had a $200,000 premium that you're working with. They love the idea of a 4.55% multi-year guaranteed annuity rate. So what we're going to do is we're going to peel out 25% or $50,000 of that initial $200,000 premium. We're going to drop it into the 5-year MYGA, and you can see that $50,000 is going to grow to a guaranteed roughly $62,500 after 5 years. We're going to take that other $150K. We're going to drop it into the Nassau Growth Annuity. We're going to take a pretty conservative blend. For this illustration purpose, I've done 33% into our 1-year S&P, 33% into the NASDAQ, and 33% into the Smart Passage Index. We've elected the rising income opportunity, the amplified income, rising income opportunity. You can see at age 72, we activate that rider. That client now has a locked-in $11,000. I say locked in. They start off with a hypothetical $11,173 in guaranteed in income, and that's going to continue to fluctuate based on overall returns. After 15 years, you can see that $150,000 based on potential hypothetical growth sits at $200,000. In addition to that, we have, again, that roughly $62,500. So we have more than what we put into this contract when we started. Now, again, this is based off of hypothetical growth. But we also have that built-in guaranteed component where we know we're protecting some of that asset. So worst case scenario, after 15 years, or excuse me, after 5 years, we still have an account that's substantially strong from a guaranteed perspective with what was peeled out and dropped into the MYGA product. So a lot of great opportunities, a lot of ways that we can really think outside the box. We can do it on a guaranteed basis with personal income annuity, personal protection choice. We can do it on a blended strategy with a MYGA as well as an accumulation-based product or a combination of any one of the products that we talked about. We can peel off a portion of the assets, drop it into personal income annuity, and build in that guarantee, and then take remaining assets into the growth annuity to really try and capture some of the upside once the markets start performing again. You've got a great sort of, again, four-corner offense with the Nassau portfolio. Enhanced income to, again, squeeze every single penny that we can, while also knowing that every FIA dollar continues to help work to put more pennies back into your pocket as well with the compensation, service, and elite trip opportunity as part of our value add program overall. With that said, again, I want to thank each and every one of you for taking time out of your schedule today. I know we went through a lot of different things, a lot of different strategies during today's call. I appreciate everything that each and every one of you do. I know these are unique times, but I believe we've got a great opportunity right now to help clients lock in and protect them against all the volatility and uncertainty that's out there today. So thank you for the opportunity to earn your business. Thank you for the partnership. Marcus, thank you for all that you do and the opportunity to present here today. I will kick it back to you. We can talk through some of these strategies. If there's any Q&As, I know we got a little bit of time here still before things wrap up.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I'm going to go ahead and launch a poll. If you want more information on Nassau, please let me know. I'll be more than happy to follow up with you after the webinar this morning. If you do have questions on the information that we covered this morning, whether it be the growth annuity, the personal income annuity, their multi-year guarantee annuity, please let us know in the question box below. We can certainly cover that information. As always, I do have one question on the care benefits. Are they available out in California, or what states are those available in? You want to address that real quick, Jake?
Yeah, happy to. So with the personal protection choice, great question. Unfortunately, in the state of California, yes, the personal protection choice product is approved, but the only two benefits that you have in terms of riders are the income today, income tomorrow rider and the family protection rider. The care enhancement is currently not available in the state of California. All other states, the product is pretty much approved in terms of all benefits and all features that are there.
And just to clarify on the family protection rider, I do have a simple question out on that one too, and I get it quite a bit when I do follow up on the webinar. The family protection rider is a lump sum payout. It is not a 5-year payout. It is lump sum to the beneficiary, so that is a huge benefit to those that take advantage of that rider. Are there any other questions that we can address this morning?
Well, and no, quickly, Marcus, that obviously it can be a lump sum, 100% lump sum to the beneficiary. If they would like to take a 5-year payout, they're able to do that and still obviously get the full value. But to your point, the big differentiator is the fact that if the client, at the end of the day, they don't want the insurance company to dictate the terms to them in terms of how they have to receive the asset. So they've got the ability to take that full 100% lump sum or disperse it over 5 years to obviously help with any potential tax liabilities.
Correct. All right. Well, I don't show any other questions this morning. Again, Jake, I do appreciate the partnership. I appreciate your time this morning bringing the Nassau portfolio to the forefront. A tremendous opportunity for us to offer these solutions to our clients in today's environment. I do appreciate everyone taking time out this morning to listen into the webinar. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up now. And I will follow up with everyone. So if you do have questions, or if you do have clients that came to mind for the products that we did cover this morning, please let me know, and I'll be more than happy to put together any type of quote or get you the information that you'd like to take a look at this morning. Again, I do appreciate your time, and enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.